Hello, everybody. Welcome to Four Downs. I'm here, Luke Mullen, alongside Amy Just of the Lincoln Journal-Star. And, we were excited to get the chance to hear from a lot of coaches today. The first padded practice, fall practice officially underway, a few days in, but obviously got the chance to talk with a few coaches, a few players, and here are our takeaways from the day. And the first one that comes to mind is definitely the talent in the secondary. Coach Travis Fisher, he mentioned a few guys, so did Eric Schneider. Amy, what'd you kind of see from the secondary?
Yeah, Schneider was talking, he said, quote, "It was great competition everywhere in the secondary, regardless if that's at safety, nickel, corner." He said that it's going to be tough for him and Coach Fisher to pick the guys who are going to be in that starting rotation, though the cream will rise to the top once we get the scrimmage underway, and that's practice 9 or so is what he said.
Mm-hmm.
So a couple days to work through some of that.
Absolutely. And looking for those leaders, those guys to step up, because it's interesting, a lot of sophomores. It's not a lot of juniors, seniors in that group. I think Miles Farmer was one of the guys that Fisher pointed out as being that leader. And when we're talking about leaders, that's our second takeaway. Caleb Tanner, he's a guy that we have not seen at media availability, a guy who's contributed for quite a few seasons now. But he's fifth year senior. He's seen the sun rise and fall. He's seen his fair share of teams and practices. And today we really got the chance to sit down with him and see what his takeaways were. And he said he's taken a lot of these young guys under his wing. He's really feeling the need to step up and be that leader on this year's team. Obviously, we know Garrett Nelson, he's a huge guy along those edge rusher groups, but you get two veterans like that, and I think the young guys will definitely come along. They seem to be taking that well, for sure.
Yeah, it's the third day, right? There's
Yeah.
a lot to be done, and that's my next point is that, again, today was the first day of pads. As Chinander said, it was, shorts and helmets the past couple of days, and they're really starting to work through a lot of situational stuff. So, for example, today they were doing 3rd and long, and then the result of that, right? And they're going to continue to build on that as practices continue. Again, working on fundamentals, communication, and those early installs. And once they get that underway, then more can be gleaned from those practices.
Absolutely. And in particular, defensive line coach Mike Dawson, he said the guys were ready, they're ready for the pads because you only get to learn so much, a couple of days in t-shirt and shorts. You're just kind of doing walkthroughs. You're not really getting that physical competition. Well, you get in the building today, I think people were ready, for that chance, obviously, not beat up your teammates, not take it too hard, but at the same time, you got to show what you're capable of doing. And that was definitely something they look forward to. And our last takeaway, getting the chance to talk with defensive coordinator Eric Chinander. He's got an experienced veteran group coming back, a lot of guys that they're looking for, growing into big roles. Amy, what'd you kind of hear from Chinander about that?
Again, yeah, it's seeing what leaders can step up, and everybody knows what Garrett Nelson can bring to the table. But, Ty, he's talking about how he can be that next guy, and we'll see who else is going to take that next step.
Absolutely. A lot of different talent. We got to hear about the defensive side of the ball today, and we'll look forward to hearing about offense in the coming days. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Four Downs today here at Lincoln Journal-Star.